As we all know that there are sexually transmitted diseases and STIs such as gonorrhea, syphilis, APs, and all the rest of them are on the increase. In fact, monkeypox is like spread through sexual interaction, and the government of this country and government of all countries all over the world are trying to keep down the rate of STIs and HIV/AIDS to the barest minimum. And if we, as speakers, as representative of communities within the cyberspace, we see something that is going against the public health, we have to talk about it. So, Bolale Anu Salami, how are you? Chino Sodiq, how are you? Okpe Yemi Rodoye, how are you? Olubukola Jennifer Ogunleye, how are you? Everybody, please, I am begging you to share this podcast so that it will get to Yinka TNT. And this is coming from a place of love. When we say a country is developed, a country is time developed when all the infrastructures in that country is spread within everybody, the locality, the community that made up that country. And when a country is really trying to put or promote public health, and somebody is trying to bring down or downplay the message of public health, and we cannot stand up because a public health. Individual or communities that are promoting Adiolu, how are you? Yinka is frustrating the effort of the government to mitigate against the spread of diseases in our community. Exactly, I'm out today. Yinka, popularly known as Yinka TNT, has been going against the government. When the government is trying to decrease, eliminate the spread of sexually transmitted infections and HIV/AIDS, Yinka TNT otherwise is promoting the spread of diseases and infections, including HIV/AIDS. She did a broadcast in which she said this year, anybody that is in a relationship, be you a woman or a man, and you want to have a ready to promote such a person. Although Yinka TNT don't, matchmaking people is not the problem. But when you are promoting the breakdown of family units, the breakdown of, by saying that any man that is in a relationship or a woman that is in a relationship, if they want to have a fling, they should come to you, you going to, so that they can have the fling that they want to have. That is hook up, and that is promoting promiscuity. You can say, oh, my target audience are adults. Yes, the spread of HIV/AIDS and the spread of infectious diseases like syphilis and gonorrhea and herpes are on the increase among matured women and men. And that is why I'm out today. If you are just an ordinary citizen, in quote, about health, that does not know anything about public health, I will just come out and educate you. Yinka TNT, you are a nurse, a registered mental health nurse in the United Kingdom. And the ethics and the ethos of our profession tells us to uphold and upheld public health. And part of the public health that we are upholding is to be against the spread of HIV/AIDS and sexually transmitted diseases. That is why the slogan is abstinence and protecting yourself from sexually transmitted diseases and HIV, the eradication of these diseases. But when a nurse that is supposed to upheld or uphold the rules and the objectives and the aims of upholding our public health by teaching people that, look, my darling people, do 2 minutes hook up or urgent 2 hook up, because those types of hookups, you might not be using protection, and thus you are not. It is not nice to engage in such activities. Your own activity, getting men and women that are in relationships, married or unmarried, those that are cohabiting, that have partners, but you are promoting that if they want to have extra relationship affairs or extra marital affairs, that you are available to give a man a woman or a woman a man, so that outside of their own private relationship, you are creating an external relationship from their private relationship. No more. Yinka TNT, I challenge you to always run your program in English language. But if you don't even run them in English language, I am ready to use my hard-earned money to translate them. Because if you start that program, I will refer you to the nursing and midwifery MC. I will, because you are destroying our community. If you are saying you are targeting the Nigerian community, I'll give you the breakdown. In London alone, London alone, have over 120 Nigerians that are living in London alone. In Birmingham, we have over 34,000 Nigerians living in Birmingham. In Manchester area where I reside, we have over 42,000 Nigerians living in the Greater Manchester area, England, out of the 4 countries that made up the United Kingdom. In England alone, we have over 250,000 Nigerians. I'm not talking about Africans here, guys. I'm talking about, so if you are saying your program is targeted as Nigeria, forced to be reckoned with, and anything that breaks any outbreak within that community, sexually transmitted diseases outbreak within that community, will affect the whole community. Guys, I want you, because I might not have the time at all times to go on Yinka TNT's platform when she starts this program, because she was so proud of herself and she thinks she's doing what Napoleon cannot do. You want to start the spread of infectious diseases, sexually transmitted diseases, infectious ones, AIDS and HIV, trying to eradicate since all these years. There is the outbreak of monkeypox diseases that they are trying to curtail. One single individual, because of her selfish interest, because of monetization, she wants to start the spread of unprotected sex within the Nigerian community, promoting unprotected sex in ad hoc relationships, encouraging the breakups of family, encouraging men that are married, women that are legally married, and those that are cohabiting, and those that are come to, that people should come to her if they want to have a fling, provided they are going to keep their mouth sealed. Coming from a Nigerian, UK-based nurse that trained in the soil or on the soil of the United Kingdom, that used the public fund. The public fund her, getting maintenance, getting social welfare, accommodation, social benefits, or whatever that they used to pay your house rent, and feeding money, and at the same sponsored you through student loan, and you got student loan, and you got maintenance, all for free. Layo, are stubborn? How are you? Please emphasize that it's also charging them. Thank you. So Now, haven't got your education free of charge government, which upheld the principle of promoting public health, so that it's been minimum in this country, and order to be on the lowest level ever. Somebody that the UK government used their own hard-earned money from the public to train for free, and you ended up reading or studying nursing, and nursing upheld the principles of public health, that anything that will jeopardize the public health, nursing is against it. For a UK nurse to come up public charging money for any man that is in a relationship married or unmarried, that they should come to her, she will charge interaction. I don't want to go personal with you, and it is in that route I want to take it. You asking them for money, you said it yourself that you will ask them for money, you will link them up codedly. Menumo, I am ready to translate all your view English language if you don't desist from this your new found love of promoting sexual immoralities, sexually transmitted diseases and infections within the community. You are sensitizing the public. You are sensitizing the public, and you are creating awareness, negative awareness, that extramarital affairs, extra relationship affairs, those that are cohabiting, to have extra cohabiting affairs outside their relationship, and that is promoting infectious diseases that are transmitted sexually. When we talk about sexual interaction, it goes a long way. It can occur. Sexual interactions can occur in all the holes that are embedded in a human being. Either you use the nose to sniff the private parts, or you use the mouth to do whatever you want to do, or you go through the back side, or you come through the front side. it is a no-no. Our focus is on money. Our focus is on money and not on public health. How will you feel if your boyfriend, Otumba Olasheni, goes around sleeping with girls and comes home to you and sleep with you with the same John Thomas? How are you sure that he will use protection on those ladies? We are not only talking about sexual interaction here, it goes beyond that. It goes with emotions. And people that are suffering from diseases like HIV/AIDS can come to you for hookups, and you link them up with people that have no HIV/AIDS or any other transmission infections, and that will be HIV/AIDS, transmitted diseases and infections on the increase. And you are doing it for money. Yinka TNT, you are bragging on your show that you know that people will copy you. People don't copy your show. Of a fact, before you came on social media, myself and Tokunbo Aboderin and Tolulope Gaba, we used to talk about sex. But we don't go far like the way you are pushing it, because you said you have a lot in your brain. When we were talking about sex in those days, 2016, 2017, before you came on board in 2018, late 2018, to come and spoil everything, and that was why we moved away from you, because we know where you were going, that you will go on this route. We were talking about how men and women that are in marriage or relationship, we enjoy sex better, which is called sex education, and promoting sexual health positively. That was what we were doing. Myself, Tolulope Gaba, and Tokunbo Aboderin. Then 2016, 2017, and early part of 2018, before you came in the later part of 2018 or early 2019, and you started with your coded Tokunbo Aboderin and myself and Tolulope, we also have practiced or have done matchmaking in the past. Yeye Ogeto Glamorous too did matchmaking, and we, all of us, are proud to tell the public that at least we have 1 or 2 marriages from those matchmaking that we did. But we did not go through the route in which you are going. The route in which you are going is promoting sexual immorality in our community, in the Nigerian community, especially among men. And you know that our men are polygamous in nature. You have succeeded in breaking a lot of marriages. As if that is not enough, Yinka TNT, you are now promoting sexual immoralities in relationships. you public that a matured woman and man that are in relationship and wants to have fling together, that you have a platform for them. You have a WhatsApp group for them where they can come in, pick a lady, where a man can come in, pick a lady, have a fling with that lady, dump back the lady. Or where a lady can go into that WhatsApp group, pick a man and use that man for that night and dump that man.